What is up, guys? Welcome to another day in the vlog. I know I just jumped with the knife, but for today's video we have this nice 7-way connector we are going to be putting into our nice RV right here. Well, travel trailer if you will. Basically, a while ago, I don't know why, but our cable completely just got demolished. So I'll show you. Look at that. It's all burnt to crisp right there. That's causing a short in the trailer. So I just got a new cable, finally, and we're gonna just fix that. So once that's fixed, then the battery will charge, and once the battery's gonna be able to charge, then we will be able to use our nice jack. Because we're going to take this on a trip here in a couple weeks, and I want to make sure that I still have it working. Okay, we wanna make sure we have enough length, which is something we gotta do. Bada bing, bada boom. Just to show you, this is the problem we've had. So we're fixing that with the brand new cable. So basically what we need to do is we need to do it because there's this part right here, this little thing. We're gonna cut it right here, and that should give us actually a couple extra inches. We'll be able to cut it right here and go from there, which will make us hopefully work. Okay guys, the power is now disconnected, so we are safe to kind of slice this. Another thing I'm just realizing is if we are careful in slicing open this layer, we might be able to reuse part of this seal, which would be nice. Okay, now that we have that, okay. Now that we have this, you can kind of pull it back. Now we just have wires, which is nice. Okay, now we have our little key, and we're going to use this. So green are tail lights. I want to be able to actually turn on the power for the whole trailer. Before we were getting a nice short, so I want to make sure that we don't get that short anymore. We're going to plug back in the trailer. Okay, we have power in the trailer now. And now that that short is effectively gone, we can come in here. Before you'd hear this big whooshing sound, this is the whole inverter area, but pop that down. And a long time ago, I got a short actually while I was working on my trailer, or while I was at home and it was raining, and I lost power and I thought it was the inverter, but it actually ended up not being the inverter. I got the loss of power because there's actually a short up front, which I'm not sure how water got in there, but long story short it did. So I covered this wire, which if I connect this, we should get a little spark, but then it should be good. Ah, see? We don't have a single spark, which means there's no draw in it, which means if that is done correctly, the slide out should work now. Which it does. Which means that short was the problem for the whole thing. Which then means I can technically put that back together. So we might as well put it back together while we're here and have it all open. First things to do first, we're going to unplug this puppy. And we're going to take off this tape that I used to insulate it from that it wouldn't just automatically go by itself. It doesn't need to look super pretty, it just needs to basically do its job. So now that we have that undone, we can pop that puppy in. And then you just want to sink this guy down in a second, but first I want to make sure we're in all the way. There we go. Now that we're in, sink that puppy down into it. Make sure we have a good connection. Now that we have a good connection, we can put this all back together. And then screw these puppies back in. There we go. There we go. Full power to everything. Throw that away. And there we have it. So now what we can do is we can try to make sure the slide still works, which it should. So we're good. So now that we have that means we have power. So now that we have that all fixed, now we just need to get some electrical tape, which I have at my parents' house. And after the electrical tape, we're just going to basically sink it all in. And I cut this purposely like that. So what'll happen is hopefully we'll connect it right about here, like, I don't know, here or there or something. We'll cut these down and make that sleeve longer and just use it like a nice slip fitting over it to keep it all insulated, which should hopefully work really well. So next thing to do is we need to take out the battery, because I'm pretty sure that battery is just toast. So we're going to pull out the battery, and we're also going to go from there to over my parents' house to get this fixed the rest of the way. And I'll just pull out the battery. I haven't done this in so long. Woo! Spiders sure like it in there. Now I just got these wing nuts. Okay, we've actually dropped off everything we need to. So we've dropped off the Sequoia, so the car is getting the brake controller now, and as well as updating the wiring to the 7-way. Next thing we need to do is we need to get this fan on here all properly torqued. Long story short, I forgot to put it on, and I didn't have the socket to put on that, so I had to go buy a socket. So let's go get that socket, see if we can't air tool it on. Just to kind of show you guys, basically I got red thread locker. What ended up happening, all of this nut is stripped for the fan, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna thread locker it and just impact it on, and hopefully we don't have any more problems. So this is my first time using thread locker, so we're just gonna, I guess, poke a hole somehow and then go from there. Now we have the thread locker. What we're going to do is just apply it to the threads on both sides. Make sure everything's all nice. Next thing we're going to do is we already have the two. Let's attach the bottom two bolt nuts right there, or the screws to that. So let's get that done real quick. Okay, we've just put in all the other bolts. Next thing what we need to do is we just need to reattach this baby. So that's not too hard at all. We're just going to throw this right on and get her all strapped up. Boom. Look, we're done. No, I'm just kidding. Next we have these, which I believe are an 11 mil. And I got my 13 mil. Sorry, I was wrong. Next thing we need to do is throw it in on here. Get her all situated. Okay, next thing we're going to do is replace the other shock on the other side. Nothing too hard to do there. Okay, next thing we want to do, now that we have our new stuff in here, we just kind of want to this on all together. Okay, now for our new height test. Okay, time to lower. Honestly, it's still sitting a little crooked, but hopefully with it just kind of sitting on it, it should just kind of settle after a day or two. Now let's do the front tires. We have the front suspension we have to apply now, which shouldn't take honestly too long. I think we just have to grind down the washers and then attach it. But pretty straightforward. So let's get on to the front and do the front suspension and hopefully get this thing whole rolling tonight. Okay, we have finally got this baby in, so now we have all of these in. We need to do the one other side on the passenger side, and we'll be good to go. Alrighty guys, so I wasn't able to get the other side in, unfortunately.
Basically the bolt is stripped, which is not good. That is not what we want. So I have to go try and track down this bolt tomorrow, or a tap and die kit, and fix that. So guys, that will end today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Nothing else to say. I guess it's time to end it.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do this.